Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon X. Continuing on with the crazy Looker side quest, we return now to the Looker Bureau. He liked it so much he named it after himself.
Well, I kind of want to name a building after myself someday. Willard Cemetery.
Where all good jokes go to die.
Most of them from you.
Oh, thank you. 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 30 years, make up your mind, Looker.
Yeah, I really don't get Looker's obsession with doing things within, like 3 minutes or 30 seconds. I would just be like, you know what? Read it fucking fast and get the fuck out of my office.
Well, maybe he's a realist. He, throws out an arbitrary number to begin with, and then he's like, you know what, realistically, it will probably take this amount of time.
It's like, take 30 seconds. Shit, that's wrong!
The gist of this chapter of the Looker side quest, is kids have been hanging out in back alleys, giving people shit, I guess. So we have to go and smack them around, and then they're like, "No, crime is evil. I don't want to do any crime."
Man, I really want to go renegade on these guys, but they're kids, so I don't think that would work out very well.
Find out where these kids are hanging and put an end to them. So saith Looker.
It's like, go to school, kids. We don't want to. You don't have a choice. Bang, bang.
It's either Ace Trainer status or the Willard Cemetery.
So again, we get to go on yet another bitch quest to find this particular alley where these kids are, hanging out in.
Are you just going to be like a massive downer for this entire side quest?
No, I'm starting to lean in that direction, yeah, because, I'll talk about it later, but I have my own opinions about this particular side quest and what I think about it.
This guy, a fancy little objection character move, though.
I think this quest would have been way more better if Layton was here, or fuck, I'll even take Phoenix Wright, man.
Even? Implying that Phoenix isn't main character status?
I don't know. I was watching your stream of Layton versus Ace Attorney, and I think Layton's a bit more in control than Phoenix ever is.
Well, Layton, just to get off topic for a second, was designed as Phoenix without flaws, basically.
Really?
Yeah, because the Layton development team were kind of Phoenix Wright fanboys.
You would think that would make Layton kind of crappy, but he's actually worked out pretty well, I think.
Alright, let's go hunt down these kids and give them what for.
We'll just drag them all back to school using this cab. I'm pretty sure the cab driver won't mind.
Will we have to go Dutch on the cab fare, do you think?
Something like that. It's restaurant meh.
I'm not paying for your opinion, Cabby.
I just want to go to their Yelp page. It's okay, I guess.
Cab driver 642.
It's just like 3 stars down the whole list.
Okay, the alleyway is just by this most average of restaurants.
Who's leaving a Skiddo out in the street to sleep like that?
It's the Skiddo shuttle, mate. We've been using cabs all the time, but you can ride down the street on them for a very cheap price.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable, even.
Yeah. Kid, you realize I'm the champion, right?
Oh, watch out. She's gonna bring out, her level 5 Pidgey. Let's take a look at this. This should be funny. Oh, a Swinub. Oh, come on. That's easy. What is it, level 5, level 10?
Oh.
No! It's level 53, apparently! What are they doing with fucking level 50 Pokemon? They're kids!
More to the point, why hasn't she evolved it into a Pillar Swine?
That's a good question. I guess she just wants to keep it cute and cuddly.
Oh, she's that type of trainer, is she? I'm sorry, guys, you may have your favourites, but evolved Pokemon are just stronger overall.
I also liked when that Swinub did faint. It didn't actually move. It just froze in place. For a minute I thought Charizard had actually killed it.
T-Zark, being a luchador, is accustomed to being rushed and whatnot, but he takes it in his stride.
It's a good thing we're sending our luchador to beat up trees. That's a good use of his talents.
The whole Lucha episode is happening in the anime soon, I believe.
Oh, is that right? Wasn't that already out in Japan, though?
Probably. They get everything in Japan before we do. It's like they invented the anime or something.
I just hope Haluch's dub voice isn't bad, but I have a feeling it's going to be.
Nice job, Bondsley, you tried.
Well, and you failed, but what's important is that you're not around anymore. I'm strong. You're the one who had a level 53 Swinub, kid.
This post-game would probably be more effective if they, scaled the levels of opposing Pokemon to yours. Like, look at us, we're well over level 60 at this point.
Well, yeah. Then again, it still wouldn't make sense that the kids have, like if you had, a level 70 Pokemon, oh, I got this level 70 Pidgey.
It offers up two explanations. Either one, they're just this good, and they've got an ace trainer or an aspiring ace trainer in their pie, so that's not out of the realms of possibility. Or two, someone else is providing them with these Pokemon.
Oh, I get it. So it's like illicit arms dealing, but with Pokemon and children. I get it. I like this.
I remember when baby Pokemon were first introduced, I was like, why?
Yeah, the thrill of baby Pokemon just sort of worn off, doesn't it? Like, you don't really see a lot of debuts of forms that came before existing Pokemon these days.
Yeah, no Pichus, no Magpies, no Elekkids.
I'm just so glad they didn't make, a first form for, Scyther and Pinsir, because I think they would have just emasculated the fuck out of those guys.
Sigh, baby.
No, don't do that. That's just terrible. No, it's just a tiny little Cyber, but he's got, a pacifier in his mouth, and he's got little dinky blades for hands. Actually, that might be kind of cute. Never mind.
Not even blades, just nubs.
Just nubs. He can't even scratch anything. Well, okay, he could scratch someone's back, but still.
Kid, you need to raise your standards if you think this is a paradise. I'm surprised when shit smeared up against the walls.
Well, I think it's a paradise that all us hobos can appreciate. Okay, well that's a bit different, I admit.
You ever seen a flooded alleyway? Well, you're about to.
Tom, if you do that, you're gonna fucking drown everyone, okay? I suggest you reconsider.
Well, my Lapras says surf, so I'm just gonna surf to survival,
Oh yeah, just as long as you make it, I guess, right?
Well, you tried Rapidash, but not hard enough, I guess.
I hope all you guys can swim. Still, that was a pretty decent Rapidash model. I think it could have been a bit better, but for what it's worth, I think it wasn't that bad. This guy was in black and white, right?
I believe so, and the book type gym leader used him.
I think I saw one when we did Pt.2 on the Nintendo Wii, and I think this was after you got Snivy into your team.
We did both Pokeparks, if you're interested. You can find them buried in the playlist sections of the Hellfire Comms pod.
I think you did the first one by yourself. No. I was there for quite a bit of it, I remember. And Pokepark 2, we definitely did together.
Yeah, and the post-game as well.
Okay, yeah, I remember now. Man, Kingler's gotta get more love. You should get a Kingler and put it in your team, I think.
Definitely in, my top 5 of water Pokemon.
Out of the Kanto ones, I have water Pokemon that's above that, but Kingler, I think, is really underappreciated. I just like that big fucking claw he has, and I just want to see it bash some brains in. I guess these kids who are living in these houses, they just can't play in the alleyways anymore, because people are having Pokemon battles in them all the goddamn time.
I like to point out that the battle area, when you're in battle, the environment, rather, it kind of showed a street that's open at both ends, but as you'll see, we're pretty much walking into a dead end here.
Well, maybe one of the Pokemon blew a hole in it when he was shooting attacks everywhere.
That reminds me of the reveal trailer for Pokemon Battle Revolution, where it showed environment damage. Was that in the final game? Was it balls?
Yeah, we got environment damage in Ultimate Tenkaichi as well, but that game didn't really work out that well, did it?
Oh, here we go. This is a nice change of pace.
What the fuck is that thing?
This is a Spiritomb. Cynthia, the champion of Gen 4, used one of these.
What is it even supposed to be? Okay, well, obviously it's based on a spirit, but the tomb part, I'm not really sure.
Well, it's a Ghost and Dark-type Pokemon, which, up until Fairy types came along, had no weaknesses.
Well, except if you shoot it with a bunch of fire from your Mega Charizard over here.
Mega Charizard X.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot its special end letter, which indicates it's part of Organization 13.
and indicates how edgy it is.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking edgy. I've said this before, but the Mega Charizard X design is really kind of DeviantArt tier, I think.
How's a ghost punch someone?
Well, that's a good question, Tom. You want me to ask other questions about Pokemon biology? Because I have about 100.
And what's the deal with evolution?
Everybody's evolving all the time. It makes no sense.
Okay, I think that's the child threat dealt with.
Yeah, you know, they're busting out fucking Spiritombs. Yeah, I guess that's a threat.
Now I cast a banishment spell and send them back to school where they belong.
This isn't D&D. Cut it out. And that is why you fail.
It's nice to know that the next generation has already resigned themselves to mediocrity.
Yeah, welcome to my hell, kid. Ah, what the fuck are you doing here?
Nice of you to pop in just after I get done with business.
Yeah, I thought I was the one doing the bitch quest, not you. No, really? Yes, it's the best Gen 6 Pokemon, Esper. I love this little shit. I don't know why, I just like it.
Do you have a plushie of said Pokemon yet?
Well, no, I don't, and that would be kind of weird for me to have a plushie when I already have 2 Wobbuffet plushies. So I'm actually looking for a little Esper figurine. I think that would be great.
This street urchin here, the one in the middle, not Esper, or the blonde-haired kid on the right, who looks suspiciously like Bonnie from here, is going to be one of the main characters in this little side quest.
Yeah, I obviously won't spill the beans yet, but it's kind of interesting to see where she ends up throughout this whole side quest. It's something I definitely did not expect the first time I learned about it. Although, I have to admit, I kind of missed out on naming her Pokemon Screaming Mimi, but that's just me.
Always goes back to JoJo, doesn't it?
What makes you think that was a JoJo reference?
I don't know, just one word after the other, I guess.
Now I just got you on the edge. I kind of like that. Dude, this isn't a secret base. It's like a secret hole. Come on. There are fucking trash cans back here. I think everybody knows about this already.
No wonder they got rid of secret bases after Gen 3, if this is the standard.
Yeah, I love to think that, like, in Gen 3 you had a secret base, and then people who kept passing by just kept throwing their trash at it.
I wonder if they're going to bring that back, that whole system for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
I have a feeling they will, but they won't do anything with it past these remakes.
With any luck, Sky Battles will be gone forever.
But they probably won't, and you know it.
Oh, we sure are doing a lot of just looking at 2 people talking here.
Yeah, this is kind of one of my problems with this side quest. We watch a lot of people talk to each other and not actually do anything ourselves. It's kind of lame.
It's made all the more apparent by the fact that we're a silent protagonist and don't get to directly involve ourselves with the conversation. It's just implied, inferred.
So I like how Looker just basically met this homeless girl out of nowhere and decides, okay, this one is the one that's going to be my assistant because she doesn't look nearly as dirty as the rest of them. I like that, you know? Makes perfect sense.
You are in my top tier of homo children. You are in fact banned in competitive play. And, overly forward detectives.
Yeah, that might be a sort of deterrent. It's my personal deterrent, let me tell you that now.
Well, Looker's heart is in the right place, but he's a bit socially awkward.
A bit? Are you sure about that?
Well, you should play Platinum, mate. It goes to, like, Uber tier there.
Oh god, no. That'll just remind me about myself. Ugh.
Cue the theme music.
I need theme music, I just realized. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Anytime Looker wants you to pay attention, he just, like, flashes his Walkman, because, he's retro like that, and his theme song plays.
So, of course, now, since we're supposed to be involved, I guess we gotta go find Screaming Mimi and get her to join our side. I don't know, why can't Looker do this again? I don't know why I would be any different in getting them to agree to come with us.
Gotta be very careful. Like it says here, it doesn't like being petted by strangers. You've got to do the right action when you find it. It's in one of 3 alleys all along this place, and if you do the action wrong, it will just run into an adjacent alley.
Hey, here's a good question. How does Looker know where the fuck Mimi is? He's still in the alleyway back there!
He has an S-Per scanner.
No, he's probably got a fucking stand, because that's the only way I can assume this guy is actually a detective, considering he's doing detective work without fucking moving.
Man, you're sorry about this.
I'm a little bit, yeah. I take my children's video games a little bit too seriously, and that would explain a lot of problems in my life.
Well, let's see what the cabbie has to say this time.
I want to go to the good restaurant, not restaurant meh.
The place with all the pictures and stuff.
That fucking building with all them fucking doodles in it, I guess. I don't know, by some old dead guys.
The library, yeah? That's the place with all them tomes with, like, funny squiggles in them.
That fucking book learning shit. Where did this guy come from? He's like some hillbilly who somehow stumbled into a cabbie position.
Oh, Kalos is the land of dreams, mate. Even a hillbilly can become a cab driver.
I need you to take me to the hospital. Hospital, eh? That's that fucking expensive hole in the wall, right?
With all them sick people.
And all them, the sickies, that's what he calls them.
And the camera angle just makes, like, Hunted for Esper really awkward, honestly.
And you can't just go down any alley. It has to be one of those alleys that sort of fades in the darkness, because, those look completely safe.
And then Darkrai attacks from the shadows.
Okay, that's random. And he's got a knife.
Why does he need a knife? He's got Shadow Ball.
Because that's fucking funny, that's why.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough.
It would be just terrible to be mugged by Pokemon in a dark alley, I realize. That would just be emasculating on multiple levels, I think.
So I was just thinking of like a gangster edit, The Rise of Thug Darkrai.
That'd be great.
He's got like a do-rag which kind of fades through him because he's like incorporeal.
Amazing.
You guys enjoying your coffee?
Cafe action. Well, they don't look very action-y in there.
Yeah, they mostly just sit outside sipping lattes.
Actually, good question. I don't know if that was the cafe we just passed, but Lysander's old Team Flare cafe. Can you still go in there and get, like, drinks and shit?
Oh, we'll be going back there in the course of this side quest, not to give too much away.
Oh, really? Huh, that'll be interesting.
Why couldn't we control the camera using the touchscreen? Was that too much to ask?
I don't know, I've never been a big fan of controlling camera, angles with the touchscreen. Like, Okami didn't have that a little bit, and it didn't really work out that great. I guess, it's the best solution for, like, the absence of a camera stick, the second joystick, but still. Give me all your credits in a paper bag. Gotcha now!
Okay, now just don't break into show tunes and it'll be all good.
No, he said no show tunes. So apparently, if you do Gangnam Style, he's all over that.
That's so outdated, mate.
Yeah, it feels outdated now. That's weird. That's how fast the internet is.
I'm surprised Catch It wasn't an option to make it run away, because, like the urchin said, Mimi hasn't been captured.
That's true. But then again, you would come off as a massive dick. Well, apparently not that much.
A detective is a hard-boiled kind of person.
I don't know. My favorite detective tends to be half-boiled. I'm a big Kamen Rider Double fan, personally.
I prefer poached or in an omelette.
What? It's okay.
Just as long as we're discussing egg terminology.
I like scrambled. Wow, this is a pretty good place to live, I guess. Well, I guess you can't complain if you're out on the fucking streets. Any house at that point is okay, I think.
Friend of Mimi can be the code name, but Emma works just fine. Do you have a second name, or is it just Emma, the street urchin?
It's not Stone, is it? Because we don't have those kind of people around here.
This is a recurring theme for the Looker side quest. You basically have to go outside the Looker Bureau alley and mill about for about 5 to 10 seconds, and he'll give you a call on the Holocaster.
I'm sad now.
it reminds me a bit of Bert, actually. Just how stoic he is.
Oh, well, real life sucks. Great.
I guess I have to pay bills for another person now. See you next time.